In the fog-covered town of Ravendale, Oregon, people whisper the name Agatha Crowe, an old woman who lives deep in the woods in a collapsing cabin filled with strange symbols. Children say she talks to the wind and burns bones under the moonlight. When a local boy vanishes after trespassing on her property, fear spreads like wildfire. The townsfolk storm her cabin, only to find the walls pulsing with faint red light and her ancient spellbook chained shut. As the sheriff arrests her, Agatha's eyes gleam with centuries of fury. The curse she sealed long ago, the Witcher's curse, begins to awaken beneath her skin. She feels the tremor of old magic calling her back. The earth quivers as whispers of forgotten monsters return, and the world unknowingly takes its first step toward ruin. The old witch is no longer powerless. She is rising again. Detective Elias Morgan arrives from Portland to investigate the mysterious disappearance. Rational and skeptical, he dismisses the stories about witches and curses as superstition. But when he opens Agatha's burned spellbook, he finds blood-written runes and sketches of monstrous creatures that match the town's recent sightings. Through a series of haunting flashbacks, we see Agatha's tragic past, once a protector of mankind who hunted dark beasts for the Witcher Order. But betrayal by humans led to her downfall, cursed to eternal age and loneliness. Now, every word in the spellbook pulses with vengeance. Elias senses that the events in Ravendale are far from normal. The symbols resonate with his own dreams. Each night, he hears Agatha's voice echoing through the fog. They will pay. The detective's skepticism starts to crack as he realizes the missing boy's blood might have unlocked something ancient, something unstoppable. As the blood moon rises, Ravendale transforms into a nightmare. Shadows stretch unnaturally long, and the forest breathes like a living thing. From the soil emerge creatures with bones like glass and eyes like burning coals, remnants of the Witcher's curse unleashed. Agatha stands at the heart of it all, her frail body now radiating crimson light. She performs the forbidden blood rite, merging her soul with the cursed essence she once sealed. The town's church becomes a fortress where terrified survivors gather, praying as their faith burns under the crimson sky. Detective Elias, drawn to Agatha by an unseen force, witnesses her power firsthand. She claims the curse was not born of evil. It was created by the government from her own blood. They experimented on her for decades, turning her pain into a weapon. Now she vows to reclaim her stolen magic and end the age of men. The blood moon marks the beginning of the reckoning. Across the sealed town, strange phenomena begin to spread. Children born in the hospital show glowing veins and golden eyes, their cries echoing with inhuman resonance. Agatha senses their power, her descendants, unknowingly infected by the Witcher's curse. These children of shadows are hunted by the FBI, who quarantine the town under military lockdown. Elias discovers classified files revealing a secret program, Project Witcher. The U.S. government had used Agatha's DNA to breed superhuman soldiers decades ago, all of whom vanished mysteriously. Agatha and Elias form an uneasy alliance to protect the cursed children. They move through ghost towns, hunted by soldiers and monsters alike. Elias begins to understand that the witch he once feared may be the only force standing between humanity and its self-destruction. But Agatha's power is unstable, and her vengeance burns too fiercely to control. Deep beneath the government's research facility, Agatha and Elias uncover a graveyard of horrors. Metal coffins line the walls, each containing a failed Witcher experiment. The smell of decay mixes with oil and ash. Agatha's heart breaks as she realizes these victims were her bloodline, harvested and tortured in the name of science. Her grief twists into fury, and the ancient magic within her flares to life. The agents guarding the facility release their ultimate creation, a cybernetic monster infused with her DNA, built to kill her. The confrontation shakes the foundations of the lab. The monster calls her mother before attacking with savage strength. Agatha fights it with both fury and sorrow, her magic tearing through steel and bone. In the end, she destroys her creation, but at a cost. The explosion of dark energy awakens the curse fully, sending waves of chaos across the nation. The curse spreads like wildfire across America. Skies turn gray, storms rage uncontrollably, and the dead whisper in every gust of wind. Governments fall into panic as technology begins to fail, corrupted by magic. Agatha, now at the height of her power, walks through the burning ruins of cities, summoning spirits of the forgotten world. She declares war on humanity for centuries of betrayal, greed, and bloodshed. Elias, torn between loyalty and conscience, chases after her through the chaos. He pleads for her to stop, reminding her that vengeance will destroy everything, even the innocent. But Agatha no longer sees innocence. She sees a species that corrupted creation itself. Torn between compassion and wrath, she unleashes the Witcher's storm, an apocalyptic surge of power that splits mountains and burns the skies. The world trembles before an old woman's final rebellion. In the ruins of Washington, D.C., the war reaches its climax. Magic and metal clash as the U.S. Army launches its final strike, an army of drones and enhanced soldiers. Agatha faces them with the fury of 1,000 storms. Her eyes glow like twin suns, and her voice commands the elements themselves. Elias confronts her amidst the flames, carrying her last spell book, the only thing that can seal the curse forever. She offers him a choice: end her life and free the world, or join her to build a new one upon the ashes. As thunder cracks, Elias hesitates, torn by love, guilt, and faith. Their final battle is both physical and emotional, a collision of purpose and pain. In a blinding burst of light, Elias casts the sealing spell, whispering her name as she vanishes into the storm. The Witcher's war ends, but her spirit lingers. When the fires die, a new dawn breaks over a scarred America. The land is quiet, but not healed. Agatha's body was never found. Only her spellbook, buried under the oldest oak tree in Ravendale. Elias spends the rest of his life wandering the country, documenting strange phenomena: children who can heal wounds, trees that whisper names, and rivers that glow beneath the moon. Humanity rebuilds, but legends of the old witch who saved the world begin to spread. Some call her a monster, others a goddess. Her curse, once feared, has evolved into a gift for the next generation, a reminder of the balance between power and mercy. In the final moments, a young girl with Agatha's eyes stands in the same forest, whispering to the wind. The curse lives on, not as vengeance, but as legacy. The Witcher's war birthed a new beginning.